is your morning in 8 minutes. Today marks 80 years since the D-Day invasion, pivotal in helping Allied forces secure victory in World War II.
On June 6, 1944, more than 156,000 soldiers landed on the beaches of Normandy to liberate France as part of Operation Overlord. It's the largest seaborne invasion in history. And
for the first time ever in Tennessee, June 6th is officially recognized as D-Day Remembrance Day, thanks to a law passed by the General Assembly in April. Tennessee, one of the first states in the country to designate D-Day as an annual special day of observance. And some of the last remaining World War II veterans are in France this week for events remembering the bravery and sacrifice of our troops who fought during the conflict. Those who took part in the D-Day invasion will return to Normandy, honoring those who never made it home.
Well, right now, Sevierville police need your help finding a missing 15-year-old. This is Estefany Aguilar Velasco, last seen in the city on May 28th. If you have any information on where she may be, please call police.
And deputies in Bell County still looking for a missing man.
Yeah, the sheriff's department says Roscoe Belcher was last seen on Cow Fork Road in the Beverly community on Monday. Take a look at your screen. This is him. If you have seen him, please call Bell County Dispatch. We have that number at the bottom of your screen, 606-337-6174.
Knoxville police say officers recovered nearly 40 grams of fentanyl after they responded to a domestic dispute at a Red Roof Inn last night on Kirby Road. 34-year-old Anthony Blackman Jr. charged with manufacture, sale, or delivery of Schedule II drugs. Police say they also found $4,000 cash on him.
And a major economic investment for Knox County, bringing in around 300 jobs. The company Mesa is buying New Stream and now expanding its building that creates small hydroelectric generators. And those generators are small enough to create electricity wherever running water is. That's from streams to waste treatment plants. Those new jobs will range from engineering to coding to manning the actual machines. Mesa is also expected to involve vendors from East Tennessee in its manufacturing.
And new this morning, good news if you work for Walmart.
The retail giant is investing in its Tennessee employees with a new yearly bonus program.
Around 20,000 Tennessee residents could benefit from this. To qualify, associates must be employed by the company for at least a year in a full-time or part-time job. The plan will be available to workers across the country. The retailer says it's also testing a program to address the shortage of skilled trade workers in the U.S., expanding the number of skilled trade certificates that are available to help fast-track frontline workers into higher-paying jobs.
And after a successful launch of the Boeing Starliner spacecraft yesterday morning, the Starliner is expected to dock at the International Space Station this afternoon.
A UT and Tennessee Tech grad on board.
Exciting moments yesterday. NASA and Boeing have discovered 2 additional helium links, however. Retired Navy captains Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams are the 2 on this 25-hour journey to the ISS. The first leak was discovered prior to the launch. It was deemed acceptable. And NASA says the 2 members on board can safely go to sleep as they continue to look at the data from these leaks. Shortly before liftoff, Wilmore told his team that their decade of hard work is finally paying off.
We saw many American flags, and many of you were waving flags at us. And then as we reached the pad, we look up, and of course there's that American flag on the side of the White Room, also one on the side of the rocket itself. And we know that that represents unity and resilience and unified efforts for the common good.
Again, the spacecraft is expected to dock at the International Space Station sometime this afternoon.
Well, the Sevier County Animal Care Center needs your help this morning.
The shelter says intake is closed until further notice. They say right now they're struggling to find space for large dogs. The shelter says adoptions are historically low, calling it a nationwide crisis. They're having to use temporary pop-up crates and outdoor kennels, something they say they really do not want to do. So right now they need help with adoptions, foster homes, and volunteers. 6:54, getting a look here. First alert traffic, taking a live look at I-40 right around 275, where it's pretty quiet as you hit the road on this Thursday morning. Actually, we're seeing more of that traffic on that eastbound side of I-40 there, which is kind of unusual ahead of the morning rush. So you're in good shape as you head out the door, not tracking any major delays. I-75, 640, I-40 looking good around Knoxville, but you are going to see delays on the spur. Coming up in just a few minutes, road work is going to put you down to just one lane between Pigeon Forge Gorge and Gatlinburg, crews are doing some mowing, fixing up signs, doing repairs to the road. So make sure you slow down and move over. You can expect delays.
6:55 as we're starting the day off here. Some of you noticing those clouds closing back up over Knoxville, for example. That's where that scattered rain's getting closer. So right now we have spots of rain in parts of Roane, a little clustered up in parts of the Plateau, northeast Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky. All this is still drifting east slowly across our area, especially for the first half of the day as we're still getting the winds out of the southwest. They don't turn until back behind that scattered rain. So we're all still steamy. The winds kicking up at times closer to 15 miles per hour, occasionally gusts to 20. So you might notice it's a little breezier, steamy this morning, and again that scattered rain is rolling through. That's why it's actually a little warmer east right now. 74 Dandridge, 70 Knoxville, to 66 Lansing, to 64 Crossville. So feeling some changes gradually as that scattered rain rolls through. Keeping it about a 40% coverage through midday. I do think it's spottier this afternoon to evening, but still more of a lone shower, a storm with more sunshine. So I just don't want that to trick you into thinking we're done because it's still steamy. It'll be around 83 this afternoon and feel like the upper 80s in the shade. It's still very humid. Next couple of days though, we change up that humidity, that drops. I was showing you that a minute ago. Temperatures are actually below average Friday and Saturday, but I do want to point out that I do have more scattered rain and storms that I'm tracking for you Sunday, returning morning on and off afternoon before we heat up next week. So some big ups and downs in that first alert 8-day planner.
All right, Heather, thank you very much. Headed back over to WBXX, the CW in Knoxville on this Thursday. We'll see you there. Have a good one.